Buckle up, everyone, as we get sucked into the deliciously wild trap of viral TikTok food trends. These trends will be sure to hold your sanity hostage until you give it a try for yourself. The power of TikTok trends, or should we say, food talk. That's right, there's a name for the community that thrives on food. Food creators are all over food talk, and their ingredients and recipes become full-blown trends. And yeah, we're looking at Gigi's vodka pasta and that insane cloud bread from last year. Hey everyone, welcome back to Culinary Curiosities. Let's take you guys down a journey that covers everything from tinned fish to homemade ice cream. First up, we've got chocolate-covered strawberry yogurt clusters. Because how could we go wrong with chocolate and strawberries, right? This food talk trend started back in April when cookbook author Nicole Kashishian-Modik casually shared her recipe for the snack. Before she knew it, her latest TikTok was basically blowing up like nothing before. No, we're not kidding. The hashtag strawberry yogurt clusters already has over 11.2 million views on TikTok. In the original video, we saw Nicole chopping up some strawberries, coating them in delicious yogurt, making clusters, and popping them in the freezer. Once they were frozen enough to hold their shape, she covered the clusters in a mixture of melted chocolate and coconut oil before putting them back in the freezer. And finally, before munching down on that deliciousness, she sprinkled some flaky salt over them, just to balance out the sweetness. Now, we know what you're thinking. Chocolate and strawberry sound fine, but chocolate and yogurt? We wouldn't be too sure about that. But then again, did you ever really think you'd be in the kitchen at 2 a.m. trying to make something called cloud bread last year? We think it's best not to question the food talk gods. And it looks like the community isn't planning on doing that anytime soon either. TikTok users were quick to jump on the trend and put their own spins on these fruity clusters by adding honey to the yogurt and experimenting with different types of chocolate. If you're already thinking about whether you've got fruits, yogurt, and chocolate in the pantry, then we just hope you enjoy your newly discovered snack tonight. Have you ever heard about fruit roll-up ice cream? Sounds weird, right? Well, that's exactly what we thought before we tried it. We gotta tell you guys, this is the perfect combination of crunchy and chewy, tangy and sweet, and a hint of nostalgia for some of you. If you're into some ASMR food, then you'll basically love the sound it makes when you bite into the roll-up. This trend went viral on Food Talk, all thanks to the user at GolasDream, who posted a video of herself making and eating some mango ice cream wrapped in a fruit roll-up. And if we're being honest, then it was probably that satisfying potato chip-like crunch that really had everyone raising their eyebrows. Now, if you're intrigued enough to try, here's what you have to do. Unroll your favorite fruit roll-up and lay it flat. Then, drop a heaping scoop of ice cream in the middle and fold the roll-up tightly around the ice cream. Make sure you crimple in the corners so that you've got a mushed-up roll-up against the ice cream. And then, just bite into it. You'll enjoy the crackle of the frozen layer of fruitness before the smoothness of the ice cream hits you. No wonder the original video has 14.5 million views now, and the hashtag fruit roll-up and ice cream has crossed 146.5 million views. It's all about little effort and big payoff. The next trend is a little too fishy for me. Tinned fish. Yep, you heard us right. Tinned fish. TikTok has been packed with tinned fish content, packed tight like some good old sardines. We're not too sure when the tinned fish trend began on TikTok, but people have been jumping on it all year. The result? Every high-end grocer is now selling some high-quality artisanal tinned fishes. And no, we're not talking about your grandpa's anchovies. We're talking mussels, octopus, or even salmon bathed in a variety of oils. But wait, what's the trend here? Well, you plan a whole date night. It's a romantic meal that's centered around any kind of tinned fish that you can find. If you're into something like that, then you should hop on this trend. Just make sure you brush your teeth afterwards. The next trend? This may sound a bit basic, but TikTokers have been on a homemade ice cream grind. Because what else could you want after tinned fish, right? But no, seriously, we could for sure hop on the homemade ice cream trend. If TikTok hasn't already shown you the Ninja Creamy on your For You page, then we'd say you aren't mindlessly scrolling through the app enough. This appliance has totally changed the way people make ice cream. And according to Food Talk, basically anything you freeze can be turned into homemade ice cream. Now, this TikTok trend does require you to purchase the gadget, but according to the users, it's definitely worth it. If we're getting our hands on ice cream, then count us in. Homemade ice cream where you control the ingredients does sound like it'll hit the spot. Moving on to more of a fluid topic, how about the flavored water trend? Get it? Fluid topic? We're talking about water. Which also has me questioning these trends. Water? Really? There's always some new flavored water craze. In fact, there was an entire Pinterest era where people would dunk random vegetable combinations into their water. We don't know if it tasted any different, but it always looked pretty enough for the gram. Now the Pinterest era is over and we're all about TikTok. And yes, water talk is a thing too. A big thing. The idea behind flavored water this time is to add some sugar-free powders or syrups to your water to make it taste better. For example, you could just pump in a dash of vanilla and orange to make something like creamsicle water. The concept blew up on TikTok after Tanya Spanglo went viral for sharing her water recipes. Yes, that's a thing. She shared some pretty, confusing recipes, including pina colada water and salted caramel apple water. She also says that this water helps her reach her daily water goal and keeps her from reaching for cans of soda all the time. On that note, people on Water Talk have said these drinks help them drink more water, stop drinking soda, and even lose weight. And even though we're not too sure about how we feel about that, if it works for you, then you do you. At least this trend is making people stay hydrated, even if it's with some weirdly flavored water. Next up, we've got lemon popcorn. And this trend feels like we're right back to that time when everyone was making popcorn at home. The whole concept of lemon popcorn got people talking after TikTok user Leels shared a video of herself making a pretty simple recipe. She called it a new obsession snack, and we kinda agreed with that. To make this delicious snack, all you need to do is combine lemon zest and sea salt in a small bowl before dropping it all over your freshly popped microwave popcorn. For a little more fun, top it off with fresh lemon juice and give your big bowl of popcorn a good mix. We gotta say, we weren't too sure about this hack at first, but considering how the video now has 21.3 million views and the hashtag lemon popcorn has 23.8 million views, we're pretty sure it's a hit. Finally, before we wrap it up, we have to tell you guys about girl dinner. Yes, that's what the trend is called. This too is an actual thing. You know how deciding what to have for dinner is way more complicated than it needs to be sometimes? Even the most minimal effort meals can be too much work. When that happens, it's time to jump on the girl dinner train, which is basically TikTok's super lazy take on charcuterie boards. We've mentioned a lot of TikTok's, unique food trends in this video. But with a mix of the simplest ingredients and zero prep time, girl dinner definitely takes the cake. Or wait, shouldn't we say the cheese? This food talk trend started when Olivia Marr introduced the term to the For You page in a TikTok where she was talking about another video. Then she showed us her meal. It was just a few grapes, a large slice of cheese, a block of butter, a jar of olives, a few slices of bread, and a glass of red wine. Sounds like everything that you could find in your pantry, right? Well, Olivia said that she calls this girl dinner, and that's where it all began.
This is my meal. I call this girl dinner. Girl dinner. Girl dinner.
Sure, we've all skipped dinner for an impressive charcuterie spread before, but this one isn't like your typical Instagram-worthy meat and cheese display. It has all the goodness of a charcuterie board, minus the aesthetics. Now, we just have one question to ask you guys. Which TikTok food trend is your guilty pleasure? Let us know in the comments below. Speaking of guilty pleasure, do you know how many different types of pizza you can get in the US? Check out our next video and find out. See you there.